welcome to the Week in Review for Module 3, Week 3. Hey, great job on Module 2. I know you had to do that leadership presentation, get that thing done, that move note. And I will tell you, I've been looking at a lot of those on yesterday as they were coming in. And, very good job. On a large percentage of them looked very, very solid. I could see that you watched the tutorials. You looked at some of the presentation distractions that can happen, and you got rid of those. So, very, very good there. And I think what you'll find, too, is some, as you watch those leadership presentations from your peers, that you'll see some things that you like and some things maybe you'll fix with your own presentations when you do your major, I guess, the big presentation for your practicum later on. But let me talk a little bit about this week, and I'll touch a little bit more about the what we're doing with the leadership move note presentations this week. Well, of course, this module is focusing on leadership. The big takeaway that I'd like to have you move on from this module with is that leadership is indeed a discipline. It's a study. There are many different applications of leadership. It's just not necessarily, he was a born leader, he was a natural leader. There are those individuals, but if you look at them, they actually embody some scientific or valid approaches of leadership. And again, those can be skills that can be learned by anyone. So if you don't find yourself necessarily feeling like a natural leader, but again, those skills can be learned. So that's the big takeaway point. There are whole programs devoted towards leadership, either on the master's level or PhD. You can have a whole program just on leadership theory alone. So kind of know that there are tools out there. Hopefully you found some of those when you find that you're in a leadership role that you can call upon to help hone your own skills. Okay, so what are we doing this week? We're doing a mini case. I think it's a very interesting case, and hopefully one that will happen to you or may have already happened to you as being a newly promoted leader. And that is, take it from me, that can be a rough transition. You can have missteps. What you think is the greatest approach in the world may not necessarily be the best approach. And there are some definite theories, definite ways of approaching, especially a new leadership role, that are recommended. And these are based on kind of human behavioral studies as well. So take a look at that mini case. I think it's very interesting and applicable to all of us at one point or another in our careers. And then also we've got a discussion. Now this discussion taking a little bit different turn. What I like to do in these capstone courses is to make sure that in our last moments together here in the program that we're trying to open your eyes to all of the opportunities that are available to you. One of the things that I have found over the years that sometimes students get tunnel vision with their degree as what it can do. I really would like you to kind of open that up, look at all the possibilities. I find that the people that are the most, I guess you could say, receptive to success are ones that take a big picture approach, and maybe a certain avenue isn't working, but they're exploring 6 other different things that can be completely different than what their first choice is. So with this job search, and that's what you'll be doing for the discussion, is pick a job. Find something anywhere in the country. Now, you may not necessarily move there, but all I ask is that whatever job you do find, whatever position that you do find, that it would be something that, yeah, hey, I would be interested in that. Now, maybe I'm not going to move to Colorado to do that job, but if that job was here locally or within a short distance, I would definitely apply for that kind of job. So make it realistic to something that you'd actually want to do. And I've also provided a list. You'll see categories. So hopefully at some time or another throughout your academic career here, you've touched on these categories. You've seen these various categories of jobs. And that's by no means is it meant to be totally inclusive of everything. It was basically what I could think of in about an hour is trying to type down various categories. So you have those categories, but use those, save those, cut and paste those, and put them in your. If you don't have a file on your desk now, you should have the new job file or the new opportunity file on your desk where you drop things, and maybe use Evernote. That's kind of a cool application. But whatever you use, have that little file where you're sticking things in there that you can kind of revisit it, your little portfolio for, career advancement. And that might be a cut and paste when you're looking at ideas. Also, I put specializations in there as well. So you can kind of tackle it from two different ways, either categories or specializations. You could even go further and start identifying organizations. And like I know for myself, we have about 20 different organizations identified, actual firms that would be places that to look at, because you'll want to go to those job boards individually and look at what's on those. So maybe in the future I challenge you, start identifying organizations and then bookmark their job sites, their job boards, and check those regularly. Okay, so that's the discussion. Get you thinking bigger picture, looking for advancement opportunities. Okay, now talk a little bit about what we're doing with the leadership and the peer evaluations. Let's take a quick look at what this peer evaluation looks like. Okay, so here we go. We've got the peer evaluation, and all you'll be doing is you'll be filling this out. You'll watch 3 evaluations, or you'll watch 3 of the leadership move notes within your group, and I've grouped them such that there should be at least 3 of them for you to watch. We have one with a broken link, and hopefully that student will update that link for me. I think we're just missing a letter off of that link, so we'll get that up and going. But all the other links are working great. So pick 3. Watch 3 of those move notes, and then fill out this move note peer evaluation. All you have to do is just plug in where it's red. You'll also give a score, and use this as a guideline as far as what to score the student. And then you'll enter in your comments here. Maybe something you really liked. Oh, great lighting, great sound, super interesting topic. And then maybe some truly improvement things. I thought the camera jiggle was a little distracting. I did notice a few move notes where the laptop was shaking a lot. So maybe a way to stabilize that laptop so it's not jiggling so much, so we're not distracted by that. Again, all of this isn't to make you Steven Spielberg. What it is to make your presentations devoid of distraction, so we are focusing in on your content that's delivered in a kind of a polished and professional manner. So that's kind of the overall focus here. But yeah, you could put some comments in here. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to assemble those comments and aggregate scores. I'll average the score, and I'll put those in a separate Word document to each one of you, and you'll see those evaluations. They'll be anonymous, but you'll see those evaluations in there, kind of like a little summary of your presentations from what your peers saw, and then you can hopefully incorporate those suggestions for improvement in your final presentation that you'll be making. Okay, so that is with the MoveNote peer evaluations. Do 3 of them, do them separately. So when I see the Dropbox, there should be 3 of these things in each one of your, under each name, each one of your names in the Dropbox. So please don't combine them into one Word document. It just makes it a little bit more complicated for me. All right. So other than that, that is all that we're doing this week. Kind of a light week again, but please start to work on your paper and on your MoveNote presentation. Now that you're MoveNote pros, you got the feel of what it does, what it doesn't do well. Start planning on that practicum MoveNote presentation. Okay, excellent. Have a great week this week. If you have any questions, you know how to get in contact with me. I think that's been going really, really well. And as always, thank you for watching.